Sorry, because I just had to make sure that we don't.
So every of your clips is 30 minutes clips. And
Yeah, usually 30 minutes or more. But this time around, I'm going to break it to 15, just for this one,
I see, okay.
just to be sure. Because I heard the sound just now, and it's like, so I want to be sure. Otherwise, if you keep on talking and then suddenly I realize,
It's not recorded or something wrong.
the battery has died or something, and then we get to repeat. We have to force you to repeat half an hour. Oh gosh, yeah, it's happened
Yeah.
before.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes,
Ah.
yep. So here we go. Hi, welcome to the National Critics' Choice Online News. Hi, welcome to my second part of the show with Vincent live from Tocco Studios Private Limited, and he's going to share with us deeper insights and secrets to his success. Vincent, thank you for joining us again. You know,
My pleasure.
I know it's been a real trying times during these economic uncertainties around the world.
Yes,
Even more so like the Middle East and as well as the Eurozone and the U.S. currency. Now, we have heard a lot what's happening with the uprisings in the Middle East.
Yes.
Now, how would that affect your business?
Yeah.
You know, what is your perception with the uprisings? Now, and would that create some dampen to the business climate in the Middle East?
Well, first of all, I think if we talk about Middle East, is so big. We are just in the Gulf country, the GCCs, where my business focus is in the GCC areas, Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, Saudi, UAE, and Oman. So these are the countries that is under my radar now. Well, Middle East is so big. If you look at uprising that from Libya, Egypt, Syria, all these places, we are not into those places. Although there's someone asks us, why don't you come to Iran? And we have a lot of stuff you can do. We say, yeah, maybe not now. So in terms of the geographical coverage, we are in the GCC area. Yeah.
But even within the GCC area, do you feel there's a certain sentiment from the locals? Do they feel that
Economy is
you know,
going not good.
not just that, but politically as well? Do you foresee that these uprisings may affect the political scene like Oman?
Yeah, well, in Oman, when I was there last year, I think there are some riots a little bit here and there. It was on the news. Well, to me, I see business opportunity in this because unemployment is an issue there. So if you can create some solutions to solve this problem, and then you can make something out of it. So I always see opportunities in crisis.
Really?
So these are the things that I train myself to work like that. And when I look at that, I say, hey, this is an opportunity for me to do something there. And true enough, we have worked with the CDC of Singapore, the Central Development Councils, where we deployed iPad solutions in the town councils. So if you want to find a job, you just go to the town council, go to this iPad, and you can look for a job instantly.
So what did you do?
So we actually help them to deploy these kiosks in the town councils, and we have an app there, which is done by our partners, collaborative partner with NYP. So we actually collaborative deploy this thing in the CDC. So we are gonna take this model and then try to put in the Oman context because unemployment is an issue. If we could solve unemployment through technology, I think that would be great.
But even then, so don't you think that these technologies may not be adaptable to the climate? Let's say someone would take a hammer and then, or
To whack it or something.
Yeah,
Well, these are technology. I mean, if you just deploy big touchscreen, you can have someone to whack it and hammer it. Well, which is, I think it's not a constant if you deploy in a secured area. And like, I don't know, if you, let's say, we put it like a secure area besides security counters. Someone actually look at those screens, monitor those screens, make sure someone don't come and spoil your screen.
Well, now besides about the political scene right now, we understand a little bit what is happening in Oman.
Yeah.
That is that maybe perhaps may not have the same issue with the rest of their
With
neighbors.
the rest, yeah.
Do you still feel confident in doing business in Oman as well as the Gulf?
Well, to me, I see, because the Middle East is an oil-based economy. So if the world has got issues, well, everybody still needs to consume fuels, oil, right? So to me, it's a concrete economy. Although all the countries are talking about diversification now, they want to diversified to non-oil economies. Well, to me, I look at the world for the next 10, 20 years, at least oil economy is still a solid economy. If you look at Eurozone, Germany is still so strong because they have engineering capabilities. These are the solid foundations of countries, of economies of the countries. So to me, I view Middle East still have a solid foundations because they have oil, they produce oil. Yeah, and the world need to consume.
Well, speaking of which, what kind of challenges do you see ahead for your business? You know, I mean, you have to constantly, seek ways
Think
to
of new ways to
you
wow
know,
the client.
to innovate, right?
Yeah.
What will be the three key factors that you have to face?
Well, I think change is they always say change is the constant, change is the only constant, right? Things are always changing, all these things. Well, I think the first thing is that I always force myself to be creative. You read a lot. You read what is going on in the world, what technology is coming up. Like they say iPhone 5 is going to have NFC, like the near field communications. How can I leverage on this technology in the business? That is something that I always do. You leverage yourself on technologies. And second, you just talk to people, you just talk to the clients. What are the things that you need in your industries? Because different industries, you need different technologies. So talking to clients, understanding their needs, I think that is something I'm constantly doing. And I think third is doing R&D. You have to have a team that is doing R&D for the future technologies because things are moving so fast and we have a capability to do some R&D in our own team as well. So with this, with what's going on in the world and what are the things that we are doing, I think we could merge all these things to be quite a right solutions for different industries.
What kind of investment are we looking at?
Well, R&D, you don't need to have put a lot of money into it. Well, like for example, we are recently experimenting with this thing called the lead motions. It's like a new Kinects coming up, which is so much sensitive than what you have currently in the market. So you just buy a unit which costs you a couple of $100 and you put one or two programmers inside. You can spend less than 15,000 just for one simple R&D. So those are the things that we could do because we are startup, we are agile. Once we decide on something, we can just move into it. We don't have a lot of red tapes where you have to write paper, justify whether we should go into this R&D. We don't have to. We just say, hey, these are the things we see got potential, let's do it. And within a month or two, we know that whether this thing has got potential. If not, then we just drop it. In Apple, you look at Apple, they've done so many products and they failed a lot of products. And not many people know actually there are a lot of failed products from Apple because it's not being publicized. So with startup, I think we have to have this kind of mentality as well. Even though we are small, we have to R&D, we have to look at what is available
and to accept failures.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, how much have you failed so far?
Well, we initially when we first started, we banged a lot of walls. Yeah.
How many walls do you bang?
Well, I think a lot. Yeah.
So a lot, really.
We submit proposals and we thought that clients will just accept it, and then we just it doesn't work like that,
So how long did it take you to overcome
about a year?
walls?
About a year.
A year.
About a year. Yeah.
Wow.
We bang walls and we meet people, we present, and end up we just see nothing came back. And then we ask ourselves, why? Is it the way we pitch is wrong? Is it the proposal is something wrong in the proposal, or is it just the market is too early for this kind of technology?
Okay. So when was the defining moment for you when you first cliched your first deal?
Yes.
And what was the very lesson that you learned that becomes a selling point for you guys?
Well,
what is your selling point?
To us, well, I think when we first approach the clients, we are very sincere. I think sincerity is something that you can overcome the perception of people think that you are very small. We got the first deal from Ministry of Home Affairs, and they came to us and said, hey, we have this event and we would like to use this technology in our event. So that is the first deal that we clinched, and we deploy the screens, the solutions for them, and we put it in their events. And I think one of the reasons they choose us is because they see we are sincerely trying to bring values to the organizations. It's not like other people trying to make money. I mean, business is about money, yes. Yeah, I don't deny that. But besides making profits, you have to bring values to the clients. You have to really genuinely say, hey guys, these are the technology I think is the right fit for your organization, and here's why. And once you pitch that with sincerity, and I think people will be willing to listen, and people will start to adopt your solutions. And one thing leads to the other. Once we deploy these solutions, And we have another clients came to us and say, hey, I see you guys did this in in event, and we would also like to have this thing in our event. And that events lead to the other, and then we have more and more projects came, and so that's how we started.
Oh wow. So it's all about sincerity and able to add value.
Yes, yes.
And what's your third point?
Well, I think you just have to make people feel that you are passionate about what you are doing.
Oh, so you're passionate.
You know, when we first met one of our partners, they say, you guys are one of the most passionate guys that I've met in SMU.
Really?
Because we have a lot of SMU subs, yeah. So our partner came.
SMU ups. Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So folks, it's all about sincerity and able to add value and also being passionate, showing your passion to your customers.
Absolutely.
And so, what advice would you give for aspiring, innovators and entrepreneurs to enter into the market and wanting to succeed their first steps?
Well, I think if I were to only say two things, I think first thing is that you have to think global since day one. Because I've met a lot of entrepreneurs, they start with a local mind. They think that, hey, this is going to be a market that I'm going to do, and let's try this market. To me, I don't think that way. I say, if you want to do this, we're going to do this big, because we are in the global economy. The world is flat. You are not just competing in Singapore, you are competing with other people, other countries like China, India, everywhere. So we become a nomadic kind of citizens in the world.
Sure.
So I think first you have to think global and just leverage on whatever resources that you have. You just go and get the job done if you think that is something that you want to do in life. And I think the second is that, again, back to passions. You have to have passions running your things, because when you first started, not many people will buy your solutions. They will say, hey, your solution sucks and you guys are small. Can you guys really deliver?
Or too expensive.
Yeah, or too expensive, yeah. Can you guys, or worse they say, can you guys really deliver what you are saying? So
Okay.
people will give you that kind of perceptions, but once you have done the project, you say, hey guys, this is what we do, and look at this.
Yeah.
And we have capability to do this.
So how do you overcome that question? You guys are too expensive. What would be your answer?
Well, if we are too expensive, then we change the way of charging the client. There are many things to get things done.
Really?
So you don't just charge based on this. You can charge based on subscription model. You can charge based on rental model.
so-
or whatever models that make sense.
So it's also flexibility.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. We provide this kind of flexibility to the clients. Yeah.
Okay. And then what if the client would say to you, well, I don't really need this stuff. I mean, why do I need it?
Well, when the client says I don't need this because they don't see the values in it yet. Well, just look at phone. Many years ago, phone is a luxury. Today is a must. It's like the theme that we are talking about today is creativity, right? 20 years ago, creativity is something that people deem as luxury. But today, if you don't innovate, if you don't force your creative juice to come out, and you're going to be dead. You look at big guys like, I don't want to say the names, that there are a lot of mobile phones manufacturers. Big guys used to be very big, have the entire market shares, and today they are nobody.
Okay.
So if you don't innovate, you're done.
Now you said your first point, think globally. Now how often and how much is your time do you spend in Singapore versus time outside of Singapore?
I spend half of my time here and half of my time in Middle East.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so every 2-3 months I come back once, and then I spend a month or two, and then I go back again, and then I come back. So this is what I've been living for the past 2 years.
So that's the price for success, I suppose.
Yeah, you have to travel, see people, meet people, look at the world. Yeah.
Yeah, I do the same too. I travel like 8 to 10 months a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're always flying. So you spend more time on the plane than on the ground.
No, not really. That's not entirely true. But I truly admire what you do. Now, can I say that Singaporeans or anyone anywhere in the world, they should travel out to get business? Because the domestic market is just
It's
not
small.
enough. It's small.
Yes. I would think so. Yes, I would definitely encourage people to go out and look at the world. What is out there? Yeah.
And do business.
And do business. Yeah.
And it's much more fun, huh?
Yes.
Well, thank you for sharing with us
All right.
here at the National Critics' Choice and Say It Hard. And thank you for joining me with our good friend Vincent Lai from Tocco Studios Private Limited, who has made it well in the Middle East. And I'm Robin Steinberg. Thank you for watching the National Greatest Choice Sale Hyatt. Have a good week ahead, and don't forget to visit us at our website www.nationalgreatestchoice.com, or you can join me at my Facebook, Robin Steinberg, or even watch on our YouTube channel, Save Hyatt, the National Greatest Choice. Once again, have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
You are most welcome. No, and
I hope you get what you need.
yes. Did I miss out anything? Is there anything that?
No, I think pretty much those are the questions that people